Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here. The reason why you keep losing money is because of one phrase: scared money don't make money. That's why you keep losing. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here. People say that, scared money don't make money. The people that taught you that are gamblers. They are gamblers. They're not day traders. They're not, investors. They're not some crypto guru. They're gamblers. And the reason why you keep losing is because you learned how to consume their content first before you found me. And I want to say that's the truth, because that's pretty heavy-handed, but I guarantee that you would be making a lot more right now if you weren't sacrificing and when I say sacrificing, I mean you taking your small account and putting it up every time, full porting every time you take a trade, because this other person, male or female, is telling you scared money don't make money. That's why you keep losing, because you take options that you really can't afford. All right, you're trading futures on an account that's only $1,500. All right, that's not good. That's not how you trade. That's not trading. That's gambling. Okay, what you can do is you can be like Justin Davis over here. Yeah, that way. And learn how to trade for real. All right. And what he learned in the Strat Camp webinar is how to trade the Strat. All right. We use 3 universal truths to create winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. All right. This Thursday, tomorrow, that's right, tomorrow, I'm doing a one-on-one session. All right. That one-on-one session to answer all your questions about the Strat, or just even how to get started trading. All right. It's just a 2-hour conversation between me and you. Let's find out what works. Let's figure out what doesn't work. All right. But you learning how to, again, YOLO into trades, because this other person that you watched said, look, I'm making $17,000 every time I trade, every week, $17,000. This is how easy it is. You got blockchains, and you got these fair value gaps, and you got this this voodoo matrix trade with the allegory, it's all Fibonacci reversal. It's all it's a mess. Okay, they're not teaching you how to trade. They're teaching you how to gamble. All right. I'm not against options. I'm not against trading futures. All right. I'm not against people with small accounts. And dare I say, I'm not against people trading penny stocks, but daggone it, you better know how to do it. You see that little hesitation there, because penny stocks are dangerous. It's dangerous. Let's get through some charts. Let's look at what I'm talking about. All right, this is going to be a short video. What I do every Saturday is I come up with a watch list. I see what actionable signals that we have in the broader averages. What do I mean by broader averages? I look at SPY, S&P 500. There's 500 stocks in this, okay? 500. And in this week, we have a 3-1-2 reversal happening. It's in force right now. Today's Wednesday, August 13th, all right? 3-1-2 reversal up. It is 2 up on the month. This means that there's more buyers in here than there was last month, and there's more buyers this week than there was last week, okay? And here's your daily charts, just moving to the highs, and then here's your 60-minute charts, all right? Showing that for today, it did go down, but then it came back up, all right? No reason to be worried. What I do with all 4 of these time frames is we do multi time frame analysis. All right, and I look for where the buyers really are and where the sellers really are. Okay, now this is not a brand new concept. There's other people using it, but the way we use it in the Strat, we call this time frame continuity, the second universal truth. All right, I'm not trading stuff stuck inside on the month. If it's inside, if the current month is inside the previous month, it better be reversing and going to the highs on the week. I tell you that much. But for the most part, it's after the 15th. No. But we got 2 more days, and then we'll be in the second half of the month. If you're in the second half of the month and you're still stuck inside on the month, that stock ain't doing nothing. All right, it's not doing anything, and the only thing that's going to get it to reverse, to continue the move to the upside or to the lows from that consolidated position is some news. All right, so I look at SPY, I look at Dow Jones. All right, Dow Jones currently has a 2-1-2. All right, 2-1-2 reversal up on the week. All right, that's important. There's only 30 stocks in Dow Jones. All right, that's something that me or anybody else could follow. That's easy. You can do that too. QQQ, mostly tech stocks. All right, now there's no reversal on this weekly chart, but it is showing that there's more traders in there this week than last week. All right, more investors, more people buying, adding, and to their positions. All right, buying and adding to their positions. Now, most traders are only taught to look at the daily chart. That's the only thing they're taught to look at. They're taught to look at the daily chart and then look for your patterns and look for things. There's all kind of crap on this chart, isn't there? Yes, there is all kind of crap on this chart, but they're taught to look for cup and handles. They're taught to look for head and shoulders. Nothing wrong with those patterns, all right? As long as you know that a cup and handle is a continuation pattern. As long as you know as a head and shoulders pattern is a reversal, all right? A potential reversal, all right? As long as you know those things, you know how to use them, use it. There's no problem with it, all right? I can't squish this down any further. Right now, what you're looking at are broadening formations. That's the third universal truth in the Strat, broadening formations, all right? We use them a little different than what technical analysis says we need to use them for. We don't wait for it to break out of a trend line and then buy. No, we trade the reversals within that broadening formation. So let me get my daily chart back to where it goes so it looks better. All right, it looks right. There you go. That's better. And the platform I'm using right now is TrendSpider. All right, TrendSpider, very good. It's the only charting software that has the Strat built into it. All right, it wasn't put in there by Cody the Coder or Phil the Python. All right, this was coded by professionals. All right, and these guys have coded the Strat into TrendSpider amazingly. All right, so what I do is look at the broader averages. What's happening? SPY 3-1-2 reversal up on the week. All right, what other sectors are doing the same thing? All right, I'll help you out. Right now, tech 3-1-2 up on the week. Tech. All right, I could go through all these other ones and find the same thing. Maybe I think semiconductors. Yep, semiconductors. I like to call this one shaking my head. SMH. Doing the same thing. All right, so I'm going to look for charts that are doing the same thing as these indexes. Okay, these indexes, and then I categorize my stocks weekly signals. Okay, just a quick run through. You're going to see a lot of them are tech stocks. All right, you're going to see some financials in there too, because some things are in some retail, because there's actionable signals in those as well. On Saturdays, I help create those watch lists, and then the weekend shift crew, they come in and they yell out, hey, look at this one, hey, look at that one, and we create this watch list together. And then the weekend shift crew gets a daily video every day summing up what is actually in force on the week, meaning what actionable signal the current price is trading above the actionable signal. That means it's in force. And then I help create a daily watch list for the next day. All right. This is not about predicting. This is about looking at actionable signals, knowing that if it does go in force, where the price could go, putting that on a watch list and going, okay, let's see what happens. If it goes, I'm punching that thing right in the face. If it doesn't, I don't touch it. All right, I don't touch it. What a gambler would do is say, hey, it's got to go. Hey, what's another one? All the ship, a rising tide lifts all ships. So I'm going ahead and jump in this crappy little stock or this crappy little crypto thing because Bitcoin's going to the highs. If that means all these little altcoins got to go too, it has to. And now you are stuck in a bad position, losing money, following these people. All right? It happens. It happens all the time. All right? It happens all the time. People talk to me all the time, and I help them dig them out of a hole. All right? All right? And I say that respectfully. All right? Last point. You cannot be a good... You have to put some skin in the game as a trader. Okay, you have to. Now, this is different than the whole, scared money don't make money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't read a book about push-ups. All right, let me say that a little better. You can't read a book about push-ups. You can't read a book about being a marathoner. All right, you have to put your shoes on, lace them up, get out on the road and start running. And then you can figure out, okay, I'm good at 5Ks. I'm gonna focus on 5Ks right now. All right, and then I'm gonna work on 10Ks. For people that don't run, that's 6 miles. That's 6.1 miles. All right, 10Ks. All right. Then you keep working your way up, and then maybe half marathons are your jam for a couple years, and then finally you say, okay, I'm gonna run a marathon. All right. Same thing with athletes. Athletes know more than anybody else how this works. That's why a lot of traders are athletes and vice versa, because you can't just read about it. You have to do it. All right. You can read books on how to. All right. How to lift weights. How to lose belly fat in 30 days. All right. You could do that, but you have to put in the work. You can hide in other industries. You can hide in other ways, in other places, in other social places. But when it comes to being a trader, when it comes to being an athlete, when it comes to being, you have to actually execute. You have to execute. You have to do it. So the same thing with being a trader. You have to do it. All right. And for the people that do it, all right, you know what I'm talking about. And congratulations to you that you are on this journey. You are on this journey with me. All right. I want to see you trading in 2030. All right. Forget about tomorrow. Forget about 2 weeks from now. I'm talking about 2030. What are you doing right now so that you're still a trader in 5 years? That's the thing. That's the kind of stuff I'm excited about. All right. So this week, just to wrap this up in the broader averages. All right. Everybody's a genius. Everybody's a genius because it's 2 up on the month. All right. It's at all-time highs at 644.89. All right. This week is really good. You can see the days aren't that, kind of choppy situation here. And this right here, this is my money flow index. Now, not necessarily the Strat, but it's what I use to quantify volume. And you can see not a lot of volume here. All right. Try to kind of just going sideways, but the price is grinding into the highs. All right. I don't like that term, melting up. That sounds stupid to me. That's a little bit of jargon for you, melting up. If you want to sound cool at the water cooler tomorrow during your break at work, tell them that you're just watching the price melt up. It's just melting up. Anyway. Come see me tomorrow. All right, hold on a second here. That's what's going on. Things are moving to the highs. Dow Jones, same thing. All right, and then QQQ, same thing. Everything's moving to the highs. You're going to see a lot of ads right now about how to buy options on things that dip and how to how to trade fair value gaps in the dark with no computer monitors, how to trade naked calls, with a blindfold on, riding a bicycle through rings of fire. You're going to see all kind of stuff because everybody's a genius when the market's just going to the highs. All right, I'm offering you a way to learn a methodology with very strict rules, not to suppress you, but to get you in winning positions so you can add to them and defend them with tight stops and make money without heart palpitations every time you trade. Oh man, let me get out of this. Let me say, hold on. All right, now I'm on the big screen. All right, again, tomorrow, go to thestratsoldier.com. thestratsoldier.com. There's only one slot for a one-on-one tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, I have to say that. I always think everybody's on the Eastern Standard Time, but it doesn't matter. I've worked with people in Australia. I've worked with people in the UK. People in different time zones is what I'm getting at. All right, so get in there. There's only one slot. Fill out the intake and let me know what you want to work on. All right, and we'll have a conversation. And again, Justin Davis, he's been in one. He's a good dude. He's a real good dude. We found out he's very good at seeing when the price is going to reverse, but he was getting in on a time frame that was way too small. And then he had a situation where he's like, all right, I got to figure out where to put my stops at. How do I deal with stops? All right, he's doing it. He's doing great. This is old. This is old. All right, I know you guys are like looking at the screen and you're kind of looking. All right, it's real. It's real. And he's been doing great since then as well. All right, he's continuing to move forward. All right, that's what we do here at thestratsoldier.com. Again, check it out. I got one-on-one session, one slot for tomorrow. For everybody else, come see me on Saturday. I know I've been gone. I've been getting some messages. Dude, where are you at? I need the weekend shift. I need it. So it's going to be on this Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 100% free for everybody. The weekend shift. We're going to come up with these watch lists. We're going to follow the price, and August, September is a great time to just take a break and watch the price action move and practice. It's a great time for that. All right. So I don't keep on rambling. This is the Strat Soldier for just a quick tip on learn how to trade, not gamble. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.